Is the Amazon Echo Dot 2 a hockey puck gimmick, or is it a fantastic smart device that will change your life? Let's talk about that. What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about whether the Amazon Echo Dot 2 is really a good voice controlled system or pretty much a gimmick that stands to be a good hockey puck. So, let's start off with the tech specs on the device itself. So, the device itself can come in either a black or white clear finish, a 3.5 millimeter input in the back for your headphones or your speakers, Bluetooth connectivity, which works both ways, which is really kind of cool. You can use your phone to plug music in, or you could have your phone, your Echo, actually play music out to another Bluetooth device. You have 7 microphones built in, which are quite nice. You have a volume up and a volume down button, but I miss the old Echo Dot where you could actually kind of move it, or at least the regular Echo. I know that you could move it, and you know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. So let's talk about where it's not a gimmick. And that's where it works with everyday questions decently, like Alexa, what's the weather like in Newport, Rhode Island? But where it becomes a gimmick, as you can clearly see, is some of the voice recognition, even when you do the training on the device. Alexa, what's the weather like in Newport, Rhode Island?
In Newport, Rhode Island, it's 43 degrees with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for rainy weather, with a high of 46 degrees and a low of 35 degrees.
So it does these things very well, but the underlying problem, is that the voice recognition isn't that great. Now, it has obviously the 7 microphones that are built in, but it doesn't do it that well. You have some reminders, too, that are really nice that you can say. Alexa, set a reminder to take out the trash on Thursday next week.
I put take out the trash on Thursday on your to-do list.
And what's really cool is it automatically goes into my to-do list on the phone. And with if this then that, I also have it going into another application, which I think is pretty cool. So you can do the to-do list, you can do reminders. Skill apps are pretty cool, but they have some gimmicky features in them. But there are some apps that, for example, you can ask about how your car is doing. Do I have any problems with my car? Or start up my car, which is kind of cool. If you have smart devices, it becomes more and more worth it. But the problem is again, the voice recognition stands to be better. And that's where it unfortunately becomes more of a gimmick. Now, as far as anything else, you can play music and podcast. You can play, also what I like to do is a flash briefing, which basically lets you know what's going on around in the world, but gives you 2-minute hits of your favorite podcast, although from only certain sources that have set up themselves to be part of the flash briefing. But I think that's pretty cool. Where it becomes gimmicky is some of the fact that they have games for it. You're going to play some of these games and you're going to be like, oh, why did I play this? One I really did like was the Bruce Wayne investigation, which I thought was kind of neat. It brought me in the driver's seat of investigating the death of Thomas Wayne. So I thought that was pretty neat. And now it's given me my alarm that I told to set. Alexa, stop. Which is nice. You can tell it to do things, and you can go volume up, volume down. So there's different things you can do as far as playing music. You can also tell it to play music on Spotify. But again, the games are kind of gimmicky. Other apps like farting, I mean, there's really no point to them. It's just kind of like a gimmick. As far as anything else is concerned, some of the other apps are just not where you'd hope they would be. And that's one of the gimmicky unfortunately, characterizations of this, if that's even a word. So you can pretty much characterize this as being something that can be useful, but it needs further implementation. Even on the second generation, there are still issues with the fact of voice control, which is that's the thing that sucks. If it was accurate 100% of the time, I wouldn't call this really a gimmicky device. I'd call this something that just needs improvement. But now, as it stands, it's more or less a gimmick device unless you have smart home items. And as far as I could tell, the Echo Dot seemed a little bit better at recognizing voice. But that's just me. Anyways, thank you guys very much. We talked about the Echo Dot, and I used the Good Mythical Morning intro, so please pardon me, Good Mythical Morning. Hopefully you're not going to come after me. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great holiday. I hope this video was condensed enough. The last time I tried this video, it was 13 minutes long. So, thank you very much for watching, and definitely stay tuned for more this year and next year. Thank you very much.